What's happening, YouTube? It's Simon466 Cards. Well, Fanatics is here. The Philly show was this past weekend, and by everything I'm seeing, they are doing an all-out blitz on all the sports. Whether or not they have the licenses for the NFL, the NBA, it doesn't matter. They're here, and they're here to market it. I am showing right now on the screen Michael Rubin's Instagram page. Michael Rubin, of course, is the CEO of Fanatics, leader of Fanatics. He was also formerly a minority owner of the Philadelphia 76ers, so obviously knows the team very well and is a Philly guy. And so the Philly show was this past weekend, and here he is with Tyrese Maxey, who's signing stuff for Fanatics. You can see the Fanatics thing here. Here he is with Tobias Harris, and I believe this is Devontae Smith of the Eagles. Tobias Harris of the 76ers. They're there. He's chatting here with some card people. Some vendors. Here's George Yang of the 76ers. Here's some kids here. And then this is, I don't remember who this was, but it's also a defensive lineman or a linebacker for the Eagles. And so look at this massive lineup for autographs that is awaiting. A lot of kids here. You'll see a lot of parents, a lot of everybody. A big, massive lineup here for the show. And a couple more pictures here. And this just shows to me they're not just going to wait idly by until 2025 or 2026 for the NBA and NFL licenses to go to them to start marketing. They're doing an all-out blitz now across all sports, baseball, basketball, football, hockey, to get that going. And I'm just going to play a little video that is also on his Instagram just to show you, like, the hype is here. They're ready to bring attention to the sports card industry in a way that's never been done before. Partly through Michael Rubin and Fanatics and the connections they have, because he's a Philly guy, big person in the Philly sports scene, especially with the 76ers. So he's able to get Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, all these guys, especially Maxey. Like that's a big get for the hobby, given how much love he has. And so you watch video. Like you watch all this, right? There's Maxey signing cards. He's doing all this kind of stuff, talking to vendors, and it's clear they're doing stuff here. And there's one more thing here. So like literally a video, like he's the owner and CEO of Fanatics. He doesn't care if they're signing a Panini card because it's still under the banner of Fanatics, right? So he's here to promote the hobby now. He's not waiting 2-3 years for them to get the license. And like all these pictures, all this lineup shows what they're doing is just really hyping the entire industry up. What was also interesting was Neo Cards and Comics, who has a fantastic channel. He made this one observation that I thought was really interesting. So I'm going to play a short clip for you now.
A bunch of different Eagles, Phillies, etc. Tons of great local and some bigger guys too signing. I didn't do any of that. That's not what I'm here for. But that brings a lot of people into the building. So it is hard to decipher how much of the foot traffic is there for cards and how much are just there to get the autographs, and then they're just casually roaming around.
So great comment from Neo here. But what's more interesting is he's basically saying there are a ton of people there who don't normally collect cards. Maybe not a ton, but like a big chunk of people there who are there to get autographs, and now they're at a card show. And so when you hear Fanatics and Michael Rubin talk about, I'm going to 10x the hobby, I'm going to bring new people into the hobby, this is exactly it. He brought in a bunch of 76ers, I think some Phillies guys, Eagles guys, like, Tyrese Maxey, like universally beloved outside of Embiid in Philly. And he's bringing that caliber of player to sign during the season also, no less, to sign at the show. That brings in just regular fans to a card show, and then after they get the signing, they're obviously going to stick around and walk the show floor. And it's this type of idea, and bringing in relevant players to card shows that makes a connection between the sport and the team, and then to sports cards. And so when they talk about 10xing the hobby, talk about marketing in different ways, new ways, this is what he means. So to me, they're not waiting. They're here. Fanatics is making a push, and it's not just in baseball. They're doing it in football. They're doing basketball. It doesn't matter if they're signing Panini cards. Michael Rubin doesn't care because he's here to promote the hobby so that he can hit the ground running when that license switches over in a couple of years. So Panini, like you're halfway at the door. Fanatics is already here. They don't care that you still own the license. They're here to build it up now. And Panini, just thank you, lucky stars, that you're here for the next 2 years to like get some of that benefit before Fanatics takes over and just hits the ground running and tries to blow it up even more. So quick video here. I thought that this was really interesting from the Philly card show and what Fanatics is doing and how much emphasis they are making into just really building it up, even though they don't have the license. So hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for listening and watching, and I'll talk to you all soon. Cheers.